TV star Vicky Pattison is here. She's just got back from Comic Relief's coldest ever challenge, trekking 50 kilometres across the Arctic Circle. She was there with Sarah Davies, Alex Scott and Laura Whitmore.
Oh, I've lost me.
That is scary.
Stick and everything. Oh,
Are you alright?
yeah, I'm fine. Oh.
I think the day was one of the hardest.
I think we've had this massive realisation of, if you look back now, day one almost feels like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Doesn't it though?
Right! Just savour this moment for a second.
Oh, Laura. Well done, Sarah. Well done, Al.
Ice girls,
Well done,
forever.
Ice girls for life.
Well, Vicky joins me now. Well done. Well done. Now, it is Red Nose Day. You wouldn't have needed a red nose because your nose would be red. How freezing was it?
I was red everywhere, Lorraine.
I bet you were.
Yeah.
Glowing you were. But was it really tough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before I went, I kept thinking, like, I'm from the northeast, I'll be absolutely fine.
You go out in the winter without a coat on, you'll be fine.
That's it,
Yes.
exactly. Playing in all my stereotypes there. But nothing could have prepared us for the
Yeah.
temperatures. I mean, one morning we woke up and with wind chill, it was -20.
-20 is very, very cold indeed. It really is. But do you know what? It's the first one they've done with all women, isn't it?
No,
Which is
yeah.
lovely. And I bet you... Did you know each other beforehand? Did you know at all?
I obviously knew of all the women.
Of course.
I've worked with Laura before. I've worked with Alex. I'd never met Sarah. I had a healthy respect for all the women beforehand. You know, strong, sassy females are kind of my thing. But spending time with them out in the Arctic, I've just fallen completely in love with all of them. They're so powerful and impressive, all in their own right. And I think it was lovely that we were able to make history and be the first all-female Comic Relief team, especially when you consider the statistics. 3 out of 4 people who visit a food bank are going to be women.
And this is partly why you wanted to do it, because I know sometimes people think of Comic Relief, and quite rightly it's helping, you know, places like Africa, places like that where people are in great need, but here.
Yeah.
And it was a food bank in the northeast, which is very, very close to your heart. So that's one of the reasons you really wanted to do it.
Yeah, I think exactly like you say, you think about Comic Relief and you think about poverty.
Yeah.
Think about people being hungry and you assume it's something happening a million miles away in a third world country. And I don't know whether we do that to compartmentalise, ease the guilt, whatever it is, but I am guilty of it too. And when I filmed me appeal video, I went to a place called Heaven Helps in South Tyneside, which is honestly a stone's throw away from where I grew up, literally on my doorstep, and seeing the need for a food bank, a hygiene bank, a baby bank in that community was absolutely heartbreaking, Lorraine. And everyone's got this preconceived notion of the type of people who need to use a food bank. Let me tell you, like, we've got nurses who need to go.
We have indeed. I know
Teaching
people
assistants.
that are working hard, doing their best, trying to feed their families, and they've got to do this, which is why I guess that's what kept you going. The fact that there was the camaraderie between the 4 of you, obviously, when one was flagging, the rest would be helping, all of that. But also the fact in your mind that what you're doing is you're raising money for this and raising awareness, which is great.
Absolutely. We called ourselves the Ice Girls, which is a little bit cheesy, but we did love it and it got me through. But yeah, in me, some like darker moments, because it was hard. Lorraine.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
It was cold and it was physically difficult. Just a really arduous thing we took on, and I would kind of retreat into myself sometimes, and I had to think about the reasons I was doing it, you know. People like Angie, who set up Heaven Helps 9 years ago, thinking should just do it for a year and then the world...
Things would get better, right? Things would get better, and of course they didn't. They got worse.
2024, and the need for food banks has never been greater. And you've got these incredible women who are having to frequent them because they're making decisions between turning on their heating or feeding their kids. It's a disgrace.
No, it is a disgrace. You're absolutely right, 100% right, and good for you for doing something. Oh, I know, I love your passion. No, you're absolutely right, and it's true. It's absolutely true. And how powerful that whole campaign is, and how powerful you all, you know, as women together, that can make a difference. You'll be friends for life, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I think once you've done a wild wee in the middle of the Arctic in front of somebody, you are locked in for life in terms of
I was
friendship.
going to say that probably is the question, especially if you went round schools and talked to them. They say, so how did you do a wee in the Arctic? Very quickly, I would imagine, Vicky, very, very quickly.
Speed was definitely a main priority for me, Lorraine.
But you're right, once you've done that in front of your pals, that's it all. I just wondered how you were, because, you know, obviously you've got this terrible thing, PMDD it is. Now, did that impact at all on the whole experience?
So PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, is kind of like, the best way I can describe it is PMS on steroids.
Oh, geez.
I know, it's a sliding scale PMS, and this is right towards the real spicy end.
Right, got
You know, very dark thoughts, very fatigued, anxiety, all the rest of it. And I thought, I only get this fog for around a week. I'll be fine. There's no chance it's going to fall on me Arctic week. Sod's law.
Oh, it didn't?
It did.
Oh, for goodness
sake.
sake.
Got me period in the Arctic, Lorraine. So.
Oh, again, that's, oh dear.
The joys of being a woman,
The
though.
joys of being a woman. But again, you know, having the other three with you, I'm sure that helped. And as long as did you tell them? Did you say, look, I'm going to be struggling a wee bit here and I might need a little bit of help?
I think when you are that cold, that tired, that stressed, there's just no secrets at all.
No.
So, yeah, the lasses knew all about my struggles, and they were so supportive, so kind. Like, you just can't be miserable around Sarah Davies. I'm
Impossible.
Sorry. It's impossible.
She's sunshine in human form.
She really is.
She just radiates it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Which you needed up there.
we did.
So, Snow Going Back, it's called. See what they did there?
Very
Snow
clever.
Going Back. Comic Relief versus the Arctic. It's on Monday, the 11th of March.
Monday the 11th, 9 o'clock on BBC One.
BBC One. Well done.
Thank you.
And I love your passion for the cause. I think this is something that you're going to be very much associated with kind of forever, or as long as it's needed.
Yeah.
One day we won't need them. One day, please God. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. Right.